boy, Beastly Boss HD. Now, today's video is going to be a little bit different than normal. Instead of playing a game and talking about what's going on in there, I've got a story for y'all, and this was inspired by Goblin. If you know, you know. If you don't, you should. This is kind of his video format that I thought was really cool, and I wanted to try for myself. So basically, I'm just going to tell you a story that's happened. This one's fairly recent. And I'm just going to have some gameplay in the background as something to watch. But without further ado, let's get into it. So, here recently, I've been talking to someone that I used to know, used to talk to back in the day. And now, things are a little different. We're a little older, trying to talk, trying to be serious about things, right? So we're taking it a little slow, and so things are going pretty good. Her mom doesn't exactly care for me for who I was back in the day. And let's just say I wasn't the greatest person, so kind of understandable. But trying to make things work now is you're still gonna happen. But so there was this one time that I went there, right? This last time, actually. I haven't gone back there since, and you might understand why when I tell you. But I was going over there, normal time. I thought I'd be a little sweet, brought her some flowers, some chocolate, this shit bang. And when I get there, it's going good, it's going normal. But I had a little bit of a surprise. So me and her had been talking, and we both like to smoke weed. So I was like, yo, I got some fire shit, I'm gonna bring it and let's smoke. She's like, okay, sounds good. So I get there, I do the meet and greet, talk with the grandparents who were staying with her, be a gentleman. But after about 10 minutes of that, we went back outside, and when we went back outside, her brother had arrived. And now her brother I hadn't talked to in a while. The last time I had talked to him, I thought he was kind of an asshole. But you know what? Time, LSD, and weed change you. And apparently those made him a pretty fucking cool guy. So when he gets there, he starts up to roll up a joint, and I was like, hold up, I got blunts. So he's like, then why the fuck am I rolling this? And they, when that was said, the deal was sealed. Things were happening, the motions were in the ocean, right? So I went and grabbed them. I break them out, we start smoking them. The girl I was seeing, let's just call her Angie. Angie was a lightweight, to put it bluntly. I mean, she didn't even finish the rotation on the first one. And me and her brother both started clowning on her for it, and I thought that was quite hilarious. But anyways, we get done with the first one. I break out the pen. I'm like, yo, I've been doing this recently. You guys want to do this? And he was like a little hesitant at first, but he tried it and he was like, oh shit, this is fire. And I'm like, I fucking know. Guess how much it was. So we started bullshitting with prices and shit. She's laughing her ass off at anything that fucking exists. He's just happy to be alive. It's a good time. It's a good time. So she's sitting on this double wide bench, right? And I'm like, hey, mind if I sit down? And she does a petty little girly thing and is like, no, you can't sit here, And I'm like, fine, I'll go sit somewhere else. So then I go over to the picnic table, right? And I go to sit on top of it. Well, my fat ass does not sit on top of it. No, I lay on top of it because I broke that bitch and it ended up on the floor. And once that happened, her brother started laughing his absolute ass off at me, as I would have probably done for him. She starts dying, and I don't think she stopped laughing the entire rest of the time I was there. I think it was a constant state of laughter with occasional breaks in between. And even then, during the breaks, there was still inside of her, it was funny. It was haha, but my ass did not agree. In fact, I'd say it was almost traumatic. The way the table betrayed me. And the reason I say betray So you may be like, well, Beast, you're just a fat ass. Well, yes, you're correct, but there's more to it. There's more to it. And that more to it is that I had done the exact same thing less than a week ago, and it didn't do any of it. All right, I mean, I was kneeing that bitch. I was abusing that table that day, and it just fucking took it. The one day I'm being a nice guy, just trying to catch a seat, it fucking explodes. It absolutely detonates, and it's awful. It's awful, truly. But after a little bit of laughing at that, after the laughter dies down and we stop, fucking, I'm just sitting there with an awkward smile, just like, Everybody else laughing their ass off. Once that dies down, though, I start being like, yo, was that table important? She was like, no, that bitch was gonna break one day or another, and I'm just glad it wasn't me. I'm like, all right, thanks, asshole. But anyways, I moved on, and after that, we kind of took another smoke break to reassess the situation, where it was determined that table would never be a table again. As a matter of fact, Angie, she posted a picture of her painting a piece of paper on that flattened table. So I know for a fact it is still in utter disrepair, and I do not believe that it will ever be repaired. So that's where that lies. But it's all right because I left there thinking everything was good. We're just chatting it up. Her brother leaves. We hang out a little bit. Things die down. I'm about to leave because I got work in the morning. And I get a kiss and an I love you back and forth, and then I was ghosted. True shit. I've only heard from her like twice since. And I'm trying to get a clear answer of what went wrong, but I think I have the answer, boys, and that answer is probably not the greatest. And it has to do with the family member on her side being a faggot. But anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed this new setup. If you did, make sure to leave a comment, like, or subscribe, and I'll make sure to make some more of these. This has been Beastly Boss HD. I'll see you guys next time.